Folks, it's Wednesday evening, April 25. And I just wanted to show you what I've been doing. The screen door on our house at 5415 is not doing well. Something I cobbled together from a Menards screen door, and it just hasn't worked well, and we've got an open house there on Sunday, so I wanted to get a screen door made to put up on that front deck. I think it'll look a hell of a lot better and present better. So I'm making a screen door. What I did is I took some of those roof rafters that we had, and I planed them down and milled them, and then I put some dowels in them. And these dowels that I use, they're actually what I'll be using on the doors that I make outside. The dowels are 5 inches long. So what I use to be able to join, and so the dowel goes between this piece of wood and this piece of wood. And what I do is I have what they call a doweling jig, which is this tool. I've had this tool for 40 years. A guy pointed me to this back when I was in Wausau, and I used this to build doors and just a whole lot of other stuff. And so I use that to get the alignment right. And when I got the lumber all milled like I do here, then I put those dowels on. Now, this is a pipe clamp, and this holds these boards together. And there's another pipe clamp. This is what they call a bar clamp, and you can see it's simply a bar rather than a pipe. Now, you might be wondering, what are all these other clamps for? Well, what I do is I take angle iron, put it on the top, put it on the bottom, take a clamp, and so that this, when it dries, when all the glue dries, this will be flat. Otherwise, these pipes can sometimes pull them and warp the door. So that's what I did this afternoon. Now tomorrow, what I'll do is tomorrow I'll take and notch out, like right there. That's the side of the door. I'll notch that out, and then I'll staple some screen in there, and then put a wood cover over that. So that's what I've done. I took that down to 1 inch. What I did is I cleaned up one side on my planer, flattened out the edges on my jointer, and then took the 2x6 and ran it through my table saw so that I cut off about 1/4 of an inch of wood. And that I did that all downstairs. Now, I know earlier I put a video showing the stairs, and here are the stairs, 15 steps. And what I'm going to work on tonight, like I said, it's about 7:05 or so. I've got my landing down here, my steps, and I come down, and I've got this landing. at the bottom. Now it's just collecting tools. But you turn here and then step down, and what I'm planning on doing is putting three steps down. I'm getting tired of lifting my foot about 2 feet, or my leg about 2 feet, and then trying to hoist my body up. So that's what I've got on deck for tonight. I'm going to build it out of green treated lumber, the part that sits on the concrete. I had the window open today. I had the window open because when I was sawing, there was so much sawdust. Now, I told you how I cut about 1/4 of an inch off on the 2x6s, and here's the piece that's left. You see, it's very thin, and a lot of people might throw that away, but what I'll do is I'll use it for something. Right now, though, I don't think my planer will plane something that thin, so I may have to throw it away. But like when I build my doors, what I'll do is on the outside front door, for instance, that will be African mahogany, just because it stands up to the weather, and on the inside it'll be cherry. And so what I'll do is I'll be cutting strips like this of cherry and African mahogany, and I'll be gluing those to a core that I'll have on the inside. Now, I want to show you something. This board here, this is a walnut board. This is cherry. And you can see how rough these boards look. Well, this one, well, that's actually a lot of sawdust. That's a piece of cherry that's been planed. And before it got planed, it looked as rough as this. So it's really fun to and rewarding to transform wood from something that's not so attractive to something that's almost beautiful. So thanks for watching. Bye.